So what is happening at Area 51? It still employs thousands of people. Even though the last known aircraft tested there, Tacit Blue, was greenlit in 1976.
So we have 25, 30 years of black programs, hundreds of billions of dollars that we know nothing about.
The Horton H-9, Stealth, the F-117, the B-2. The U.S. military has successfully hidden its top-secret projects, including any evidence of flying saucers. But what about other countries, other sightings? Is there an explanation for the incredible UFO reports outside of the United States? An explanation that may also lead to Nazi engineers? Of all the conspiracies surrounding Nazi UFOs, the most controversial is the idea that some Nazis escaped the fall of Germany along with advanced saucer prototypes. Evidence clearly shows that a number of prominent SS officers did escape the Allies and went underground.
In extreme southern Latin America, particularly Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, there are to this day huge German reservations.
One man who never surfaced again was General Hans Kammler, the head of Germany's World War II secret weapons program. If anyone knew the truth about saucer technology, it was him. On April 17, 1945, Kammler sent his last telegram. In it, he refuses a request from the head of the SS, Heinrich Himmler, for a Junkers truck. Why would Himmler want a truck? Why would Kammler turn his boss down? Some experts believe truck was the code name for the massive six-engined Ju-390, a plane capable of flying 6,000 miles non-stop. Only two were built, and Kammler had one. After the war, his Ju-390 was never found. Did Kammler use this massive transporter to escape? If he did, where was he going, and what was he taking? In 1945, a sudden surge of UFO sightings occurred in South America. Had the Nazi engineers found a new base?
There were thousands of sightings in the years immediately following the war, much more so than in North America, which indicates the possibility that the Nazis flew to South America and continued operating their craft from their bases there.
The president of Argentina, Juan Perón, approved 1,000 passports for Nazi scientists and engineers. War criminals Klaus Barbie and Adolf Eichmann were both traced to South America. Reimer Horton, Nazi flying wing pioneer, moved to Argentina in 1948. Ever since, the trail of UFO sightings has grown throughout South America, just as it has in the United States. The Nazi UFO conspiracy is complex, compelling, and circumstantial. In 1944, Allied pilots see UFOs over Germany. Deep underground, the Nazis are building top-secret airframes and propulsion systems. At the war's end, the SS general in charge vanishes without a trace. His scientists, their research, and prototypes are captured by the U.S. military and shipped to the States. 2 years later, the first wave of UFO sightings occurs across America. Are these in fact U.S. prototypes of a captured Nazi H-9 flying wing? In the late 50s, the U.S. Air Force funds the Avro car, a flying saucer that looked like a Nazi secret project called the Repulsi. And in 1965, a UFO crashes in Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. It is reportedly bell-shaped and covered with distinctive markings, just like a radical Nazi device that may have been built at the end of the war. It's a trail of evidence that leads right to the very heart of the UFO conspiracy. Did the Nazis build successful saucer prototypes? Did the U.S. government and other nations develop them in secret? Are all these sightings human-engineered craft? Will governments or the military ever reveal the truth behind the presence of UFOs in our airspace.
It would be a major blow against the credibility of the U.S. government to suddenly have to admit that flying saucers are real. People often ask me, well, when do you think the government is going to own up to the fact? And I say, I don't think it ever will.
The Nazi UFO conspiracy continues.